Hey everyone, so I thought I should make a video about the darker aspects and the lighter aspects that are within us at all times, that we all have access to, that we all can take part in. So like by dark side and the light side, I mean that like I believe that we all have, like all of us humans have like access to the lighter side of this spiritual world, and also we have access to the dark side as well. So like by dark side, I mean that like all the negative entities and like, you know, attachments and beings or spirits. And by the light side, I mean like, you know, all the beings that are of love and light, and high vibrational beings that vibrate on love, and like their agenda is to be good and like do good. So yeah, I think that we all have access to both worlds equally, and I do think that both the world is equally important, like for us as humans to evolve and ascend, and like and to like realize things and understand things for ourselves. So I think that like if we didn't have the dark side, then how would we understand the lighter side of things? So like if there was no hate, then we probably wouldn't understand what love truly means or is. And like same goes for the other side. Like if there was no love, then we wouldn't understand, or like, you know, what fear truly is, and like how it impacts us and things like that. So yeah, I think both these worlds and aspects and beings and entities from both worlds are playing equal parts in all of this, and you know, they have their roles to play, and we have our roles to play, and we have free will. We can choose, we can basically pick and choose in what world we decide to participate in. And as I said, like we have free wills, we can choose for ourselves, and we can see things for what it is and choose. Anyways, I can go on and on, like, you know, like what the dark side means and what the light side means. But like I personally do find like attracted to like both. So I do kind of like, you know, I do kind of want to explore the dark side equally. I want to explore the light side as well. So like I sometimes find myself like kind of focusing more on the dark side, and like I kind of want to explore things and like go in depth of things, and like, you know, I kind of want to like let myself go deep into a certain rabbit hole and like kind of like explore that area a bit more. So I do kind of like exploring both the sides equally, but you know, like we obviously know, like, you know, what those paths can lead to, And you know what those both parts kind of mean. Like we all know that, and like understand for ourselves. But yeah, I just thought I should mention that as well. And what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, so like I also wanted to talk about like say for example you did choose to kind of engage with and explore the dark side. That can be a bit tricky because I personally think that the entities or the spirit of the dark side can kind of get attached to you, like to your energetic field, if you want to call it, or to your spirit, to your soul, because like they sometimes, like the dark beings sometimes don't really care about like your free will. Like they do, but they kind of want to influence your free will in a way. Like they kind of want to like kind of like play a scenario in your head to kind of manipulate you in a way, and like it influence you in that way. So I think that those dark beings can do that, and they do it to like to us humans. So but the beings of the light don't really do that, because like they do care about our free will and like, you know, what we choose and allow. Like they care about that. So I think that it's a bit tricky, or like it can be a bit dangerous to kind of go into the darker side than it is to go into the lighter side of things. So yeah, and like I had this experience like recently as well. I think I had it like about 3 months ago now. But I don't really know if that was a dream that I had, or like if it was if it was a real experience that I had. I can't really tell, because it did feel like, it feels too real to be a dream. Like the kind of experiences and the feelings that I had in that dream slash experience. So I don't really know if that was a dream or if it actually happened to me. So I will talk about that story, and I think before that I also want to talk about like the abduction experiences that like some humans are having on Earth. So like I want to say that, like, you know, like not all abductions are bad and not all abductions are good. So some abductions are done by the beings of the dark, the beings that have dark agenda, and some abductions are done by the beings of the light, so the love and light. So you can tell the difference by your experience. Like, did you have an unpleasant experience during that abduction, like that experience? Like, did you feel that you had a choice? Like, did you allow it to happen to you, or like did you choose things? And like, did they ask you that if you're feeling okay? did they really care about your feelings and well-being when that, like, say for example, procedure that may happen to you in that abduction experience. So if they did care about you and you did feel good like afterwards, then it's likely that that abduction was done by the beings of the light. And if that abduction didn't feel pleasant and you didn't feel good and you felt scared and you kind of felt like your permission was not considered, and like they didn't really care about how you were feeling and things like that, then it's likely that that abduction was done by the beings of the dark side, and like the beings that have the dark agenda. So I also want to talk about that, because I feel like we always talk about these abduction experiences, but we don't really talk about like why those were done, and like by whom, like by what beings and stuff. So yeah, anyways, so I think I will talk about like my experience that I had, like the dream that I kind of talked about earlier. So I did have this experience like about 3 months ago. So I was like sleeping at night, and I think it was like like that dream or slash experience started like towards the end of the night. So around like 4-5 a.m. So I was like sleeping, and like I had that feeling that I was like taken up to a ship or something. I can't really tell like where I exactly was, but it felt like that I was having something done to me, like some kind of procedure being done to me for some reason. And like I felt like I was like on a table or something, like a steel table. Now also keep in mind, like I did see these things on the internet, and like hear about these things and abduction stories that has happened to other people. Now did that just stayed in my head, and my brain and my subconscious decided to like create this dream or not? I can't really tell. Like I can't tell if that was a dream or real. So anyways, so I felt like I was on this table, and something was being done to me like around my stomach area. And I felt like a tweezer kind of thing, instrument, I think you call it, I don't know, was like inserted, like I think it was either above my navel area or like below my navel. I can't tell exactly where it was, but around that area. So like that tweezer was kind of inserted in that area, and like they were kind of trying to pull something out of that area, like some kind of skin or vein in that area. I can't tell clearly either. So and it felt very, very painful. Like it felt like I felt like screaming. Like I felt like it was super, super painful. It was intense. Like I was feeling like a skin, like a part of my skin was being pulled from that area or something. So that was not pleasant. I felt immense pain, like when it was happening to me. So I felt like screaming and crying. It was that intense. So like as soon as I was like feeling that pain, like I kind of woke up from that dream slash experience. So I was like back. And like, you know, when I woke up from it, I was like, oh my God, like thank God that it's not real, that it's not kind of happening to me at this time. So I was like, oh my gosh, like thank God that that dreams or experience is over. So like I like when I woke up, I felt like crying as well. I like that pain was that intense. So I was like, oh my gosh, like that was kind of um that experience was the first time that I ever had that kind of experience. So like, you know, I don't really have anything else to compare it to. So I haven't had any experiences like that prior to this. So I don't really know, like, if that was like a dream or like an abduction, like a true abduction that happened to me. I have no clue. So I don't really have any answer still. Like I tried to like think about the whole process and kind of feel it out, that if it was truly real or not, but I still don't have an answer on that. So I don't really know yet. Like I don't remember agreeing to that being done to me, or that like I don't recall agreeing to any of this, or like, you know, did I agree like prior I came into this existence, like to this world? Like, is that part of my soul contract? I can't tell. I don't know. That can be a part of it, but I don't know. And it didn't feel very pleasant. Like I obviously felt that pain. So, and I don't really remember the beings clearly either, but they kind of felt like a grayish, like they felt like gray, but they didn't have big heads. Like they had like slim heads like us, but they were like bald. But like, yeah, so like they were kind of gray, like their skin was gray, but they weren't that tall either. So I don't know if that's like a different breed of gray beings. I don't know. Yeah, so that happened. So yeah, I just thought I need to talk about these things and like kind of talk about like the light and the dark aspects within us and that exists, like the dark and the lighter realms that exist. And you know, we have access to them at any time, and we can kind of explore both. But you know, at the end of the day, we have free will, and you can choose what side you want to entertain, if you wanna call it, or like engage with. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it here, and I think I'll make more videos about like these kind of topics, and like talk in depth about some of these topics. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.